Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to talk about the successor chapters to the Iron Warriors. The Iron Warriors are the 4th Legion and their Primarch is Perturabo, also called the Lord of Iron or the Hammer of Olympia. At the drop site massacre on Isstvan V, the Iron Warriors turned on their loyalist brothers, and in doing so sealed their allegiance to Horus and the forces of chaos. In the subsequent years, the Iron Warriors fled to the Eye of Terror, and several successor chapters were founded and split off to create Chaos Warbands. These include the Bitter Suns, Metal Claw, Shattered Corps, Shattered Tower, and Steel Brethren. The Bitter Suns was a warband of the Iron Warriors and are thought to have been destroyed during the 13th Black Crusade. The Bitter Suns were deployed to the Macragge system as part of the Ultramar campaign of Abaddon the Despoiler's 13th Black Crusade in M41. They managed to capture Hive Magmaria, one of Ardium's 3 subterranean hive cities, and fortified it against the Ultramarines' expected counterattack. However, during this campaign, the Ultramarines' Primarch, Rabute Guilliman, was resurrected. Guilliman assumed command of the defense of Ultramar and led the Ultramarines' 4th and 6th companies into the hives of Ardium to drive out the forces of the heretic Astartes. Guilliman launched a surprise attack on the Bitter Suns with the aid of some of Ardium's own planetary defense forces. This caught the Chaos Warband off guard, ultimately destroying the Bitter Suns in this final battle. The next warband is the Metal Claw. Not much is known about this warband, aside from the fact that they were part of the founding in M30 and are presumed to still exist in the Eye of Terror. The Metal Claw's power armor is the same as that of the Iron Warriors, tending to muted and dark metallic colors, weathered by the eons and heavily scarred by countless battles. The Shattered Corps. The Shattered Corps is a Chaos Space Marine warband descended from the Iron Warriors. Its heretic Astartes are led by the warsmith Madrion Drados. The Shattered Corps is known to be active in the warp's rift known as the Screaming Vortex. The Screaming Vortex is one of the zones within the region known as the Great Warp Storms that separates the Calictus sector from the Coronus Expanse region of the Halo stars. The Shattered Corps contains numerous warriors, as well as many powerful war machines that were recently liberated from the nearby Spinward Front and have since been corrupted into demon engines due to the efforts of the Warband's warpsmith Grassix. Under the command of the warsmith Madrion Drados, the Shatter Corps seeks to destroy the Imperium's many fortifications and fortresses throughout the sector that lay near the Screaming Vortex. By doing so, Drados believes the Imperium will soon topple beneath its own weight and leave itself open to be attacked by the forces of chaos. The Shattered Tower was a warband of Chaos Space Marines drawn from the Iron Warriors. Following their parent legion's path, they were dedicated to Chaos Undivided. It is believed that they were utterly destroyed by their Gene brothers during the Dispute of Iron. The Dispute of Iron between 600 and 730 M34 was a vast civil war which erupted on the demon world of Medrengard and rapidly spread to the other domains of the Iron Warriors. Ancient pacts of fealty were called upon, and scores of Chaos Space Marine warbands, demons, and traitor Titan legions were drawn into the battle. This bitter feud is thought to have created several sub-factions of Iron Warriors, who are still active to this present day, while utterly destroying others, such as the Shattered Tower. As abruptly as it was begun, the war suddenly ended, leading some to believe the official conflict had been carried out according to Demon Primarch Perturabo's design, in order to weed out the weak and the unworthy from his sons. The Steel Brethren, also known as the Steel Brotherhood, are another warband of Chaos Space Marines drawn from the Iron Warriors. Again, they follow their parent legion's path, dedicated to Chaos Undivided. They have been noted to make extensive use of gunship transports and drop pods in their planetary assaults. The Steel Brethren, like all warbands of the Iron Warriors, possess extraordinary skill and experience in siege warfare. The Steel Brethren, when away from the Iron Warriors' demon world of Medrengard, operate from the Chaos cruiser named the Ferrum Invictus. Aside from the Dispute of Iron just mentioned, the Steel Brethren were one of 11 Chaos warbands involved in the Siege of Vrax in M41. These 11 warbands heeded the call of Alpha Legion Chaos Lord Arcos the Faithless to attack the Imperial Armory world of Vrax Prime. Their experience in counter-siege warfare made for a powerful addition to the traitors' forces, most notoriously holding back 2 attacks in the tank ditch, protecting the entry into Vrax's large underground storage bunkers prior to the fall of the Citadel. Their extensive knowledge of techno-arcana is believed to be the reason for the reappearance of several of the venerable and powerful Valdor tank hunters, which had, up until then, lay slumbering in Vrax's armories. The warband is believed to have claimed several of these mighty vehicles for their own, and perhaps having even shipped some models off-world. It is, however, unclear if the Steel Brethren proceeded to flee alongside their Coronate allies through the Immaterium, or if they were trapped and subsequently destroyed with the fall of the Citadel at the end of the siege. Those were the known successor chapters to the Iron Warriors. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.